Europe's auto industry, led by German carmakers, has fallen on hard times. German Economy Minister Robert Habeck invited representatives from the German auto industry to a virtual auto summit on Monday to find ways to help the struggling carmakers. The summit takes place amid calls for measures to boost falling demand for electric cars. European carmakers are selling fewer of their cars are being sold than expected, and their new electric vehicle (EV) models are struggling to find favor with customers. It's not just the continent's biggest carmaker Volkswagen that is facing potential factory closures. French carmaker Renault and Italy's 14-brand car group Stellantis are also producing significantly more cars than they can sell. According to business data and research company Bloomberg Intelligence, 1 in 3 European factories of car-making behemoths like BMW, Mercedes, Stellantis, Renault, and Volkswagen is underutilized. In some of their plants, less than half of the vehicles that could theoretically be produced are actually being made. The situation is particularly dire at the Stellantis factory in Mirafiori, Italy, where the fully electric Fiat 500e is built. Production there fell by more than 60% in the first half of 2024. Meanwhile, even the Belgian plant of premium automaker Audi, which produces the luxury Q8 e-tron model, is facing the risk of being shut down. Sales problems are also dampening the mood at the Renault plant in Douai, northern France, and at VW in Dresden, Germany. The electric cars produced there are struggling to find buyers, and the manufacturers are incurring losses. The chief economist at Dutch bank ING, Karsten Brzeski, sees the European car industry in the middle of a structural transformation, which does not only affect EV but the entire automotive industry. We're clearly seeing that the global trend towards more electric mobility is leading to more competition, Brzeski told NYC News. The pressure on European automakers is particularly strong from China. Despite EU tariffs on China-made EVs, manufacturers from the Asian powerhouse are determined to establish a foothold in the European market. In order to circumvent higher duties on their cars, manufacturers such as Geely, Chery, Great Wall Motor, and BYD even plan to produce electric cars in their own factories in Europe. Karsten Brzeski says Europe's auto industry is currently struggling with many issues simultaneously, and that multiple problems are converging, such as intensified global competition and Europe's declining competitiveness. Hans-Werner Sinn, the former president of the Munich-based IFO Institute, dismisses widespread criticism that company managers have failed. "You can't say that anyone has slept through the market trend," he told NYC News. "The failure lies in not recognizing how quickly and decisively pro-EV policies in China and Europe are being enforced." As one of Germany's most renowned economists, Sinn argues that policies like Europe's Green Deal, an EU ban on combustion engines from 2035, and increasingly stringent fleet emissions standards have radically upset market conditions in a relatively short period of time. This has forced the industry onto a politically motivated transformation course that is leaving those companies on the sidelines that fail to adjust quickly enough. Moreover, VW's diesel emissions scandal has put the entire industry on the defensive. Sinn also said that China and partly also France have seen the ramp-up of EV production as an opportunity to break the dominance of German automakers in combustion engine technology. Meanwhile, however, all car makers in Europe would regard the Chinese as their primary competitors because they are currently benefiting the most from the transformation. Brzeski blames the back and forth of political decision-making for the current problems as questions such as, what about the combustion engine? Is it staying or not? When is the phase-out happening? Will it be extended or not? Are causing uncertainty. A particularly unfortunate decision, he added, was the German government's abrupt abolition of EV subsidy at the end of 2023. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more news updates. Hit subscribe for the latest news.